Alright, good morning guys. We've made it to Sunday again. It's crazy how quickly the week went, isn't it? So I thought this morning we could go and cross off a few more of the karate shrines and monuments and stuff. And then maybe on the way back we can go and have a look inside the Sougenji gate there. So I think first we can go and have a look at the graveyard where Matsumura Sokon, Anko Itosu and Hanashiro Chomo Sensei's graves are. So we'll take the bike and head on up there and see what we can find and where we go from there. Alright, so we've just arrived where the Matsumura Sokon and the Anko Itosu Sensei's graves are. And this one's pretty simple. The first one, Matsumura Sokon, he's in row number 2. And it's this one right here. So it was actually moved from another location to this one. That's how they've all ended up here. But there's a nice plaque right here with a bit of the history about where he was born, what he did with his life, this kind of thing. It says he's practiced Shuri. Right, so if we carry on heading around, we'll go and see the Anko Itosu Sensei's one, which is further up the street a bit. You can, if you would like to, you can buy a plot of land here. I don't remember exactly which one it's up, but let's go for a walk up number 5 and see if it's up here. Oh, it's not number 5. You can see it. You can see the monument over there. So we cut across here where they've cut it all. We're gonna have to go around, I think. Was it this one? Number 7? Ah, but there's so many bugs and stuff up there. Let's go see if we can get up here. It is number 7. Alright. Just gonna have to like go over these ones. Oh, this is not really to plan, and now I'm covered in those seed things that the kids throw at each other. Be prepared. You should probably wear long sleeves and long leg trousers when you go shrine hunting. Alright, here we are. We've made it to the Itosu Anko monument. which I believe was also somewhere else until it was relocated over to here. This is quite a unique one, the way that it's a really funny stone with the monument carved into it. Though I don't remember having that big chunk out of the top up there, like it's been smashed with something. I don't remember it being like that. But yeah, this is very interesting. It's just a big black base with nothing on it on that side, and then the stone on the top. And then on the back, it does actually have the information and stuff carved into it, but obviously it's quite difficult to read and to get good images and pictures of, because it's right up against a wall of other graves, so it's a bit of a problem. But also, while you're here, this is the Itosu family haka that is next to the monument. So please remember to be respectful and sort of, pay your respects when you visit these locations, particularly. I mean, obviously, when you visit all the karate locations, you would imagine that everybody would be respectful, but especially when you come to the graves, it's the last thing you want to do is, I guess, offend the living Okinawans by disrespecting their customs. So something to maybe research or think about, or maybe I'll try and do a video on maybe the etiquette of visiting a grave. That could be a good and helpful video to make. Yeah, so here we are. Let's move on. Right, so the last one we have that we can visit here is Hanashiro Chomo Sensei. Now, I don't know a huge amount about him. We can't really cut up that one because of all the trees and stuff. So let's walk around. We'll just go around the entire thing. Yeah, so Hanashiro Chomo Sensei, I don't know a huge amount about. But know that it's important for a lot of karateka. So here we are. It's this one here. That is the Hanashiro Chomo Sensei one, and the way you can know that is we're at number 10. This is a very traditional shaped one that before these house type ones came, they all were kind of this shape, which is supposed to represent the womb. And we have the haka, and then off over to the side there's a plaque about karate and about his history and his life. So here we are. Some of these graves have ended up like so overgrown you can't even go in there. That's absolutely crazy how that is. I guess it's similar to everywhere in the world, right? If there's no more family or no people which are taking care of it, then that's how it comes to be. This one's interesting because there's the bigger house style one, and then inside here they've put a really baby womb shape one. That's pretty cool. I think that's actually the small ones are kind of a lot cuter than the big ones. I'm covered in sticky seeds now. The children would find it funny, but I don't so much. We'll head down number 8 where it's not quite so overgrown. We can have a look at a few of the graves along the way. I guess they've become quite normal now because they're everywhere, but I guess it's really unique, isn't it, to have or it's very different to our culture to have these kind of traditions and these kind of rituals. I like that one. That one's got butterflies on it. That's cool. Butterflies and a hibiscus. Alright, so from here I thought we would drive, considering we're kind of close to Shuri anyway, I thought we could drive up and see the new Choshin Chibana monument that was put up just a couple of years ago, and I think maybe quite a lot of you might not have had the opportunity to see it yet, and I've only visited it once in passing anyway, so I thought that's what we could go and see now. Alright, so here we are. We are at the Choshin Chibana Sensei's monument now. I was going to stop on the way at the park where the Funakoshi pine trees are, but the park seems to be closed. They seem to be doing some work in there, so we just carried on up to here. Now, it's actually quite a big one, this one. It's kind of up the top of these steps that you can also sit on. It's quite high to get up. So here it is. This one's really quite a new one. Nicely placed. You know, Taira Sensei in his speech at the opening ceremony of Nagamine Sensei's memorial said that each ryuha has its own monument now. So this is the Choshin Chibana monument to Shorin-ryu, Kobayashi-ryu, or however you want to pronounce it. Shorin-ryu, I think. And then the Goju-ryu has got the Miyagi-chojun one next to the Chinese gardens. And then Uechi-ryu has got the statue in the north, and then Matsubashi-ryu now has its one as well. So that's pretty cool. Just in case you were wondering, you could probably get 3 of those in one day. The Uechi-ryu one is about a 2.5 hour drive away, so it might be a bit more difficult to get that one in. But if you really wanted to, you could get all those monuments in one day. The other ones, if you have a car or a bike or even public transport, you could do it in a morning or an afternoon. It's pretty cool she's here too, that they've put a hat on. Alright, so I didn't go too far or for too long today because there's a few things I need to do at home on the computer and editing and cleaning and all this sort of stuff. And tomorrow is Monday, so it's another busy day with the teaching and classes tomorrow. So I'm just kind of feeling a bit tired today, so I feel like we've done quite a lot already, and then on the way back I figured we'd do maybe one of the most obvious ones and cross the road and have a look at the Sougenji over there. So we gotta wait for the lights to change, and then we'll take a walk over and have a little bit more of a close-up look. actually takes a really long time for these lights to change. Alright, so let's have a look at the plaque here and see what it says. It says that this is the stone tablet for dismounting of Sougenji Temple. Sougenji Temple was a national mausoleum during the Ryukyu monarchy. In the main hall of the temple was enshrined the memorial tablets of each of the successive kings. Judging from the construction date on the famous stone tablet for dismounting, which was erected in front of the temple gate, the temple was presumably constructed during the reign of the king Choshin, 1477 to 1562. The stone gate was the first gate of the temple. It consisted of a wall with these arched gateways in the middle and two other arched gateways at each end. The main hall of the temple, as well as other temple buildings, was entirely destroyed during the Battle of Okinawa in 1945. Originally, there were two of these dismounting stone tablets erected on the both sides of the stone gate in 1527. However, the one on the left side was destroyed in 1945. Okay, so do they still have the stones? Or is this the stone? Where are the stones? Or are they just... Oh, maybe that's the stone over there. Shall we go have a look at this? This has to be the stone. Yeah, it definitely looks old enough to be the right stone. Alright, I mean, you know, with a clean, you might be able to make out what it says. There is writing on it, not much on this side. Again, hardly anything on this side too. So I wonder how and what they managed to learn from these. It's interesting. I just kind of like the way that everything is made with this traditional like castle building style. It's really pretty to me. Alright, so let's carry on. They keep these gardens really nice on the outside. So we're heading into the furthest right gate. Actually, it's really quite overgrown in here right now. It's big. There's a flat park over and up the top up here. So we'll just have a look out at the top of the steps first. Up here, it's just a big open space up the top here. James actually said he came over here a while ago and they were digging and doing some research on the foundations, which apparently looked really interesting. I'll try and get the pictures of him actually. And then in the middle there's the big Gajimara tree. And Gajimara trees are where Kijimunas live. So, mythical creatures. From up here we can look down at the three gates. But actually, this is like the three main gates, and then over there's another entrance, and the one we actually came into is over there. So that's kind of cool. So in total there's five entrances into here. And I heard at one point there was actually a market. It was where the local market was, but you know what's true and what's not, I guess. Some people never really sure. So when you come out, it's just you're on the main Sougenji Dori Road, which is a really busy road nowadays. But you can see they're here and they're pretty and it's kind of preserved. You actually get a better view from it from the other side of the street because you're not so close up to it. But on the other side of the street, you have to wait for all the cars and stuff. But I think this morning when it was quiet and it was much earlier, we got some good footage of that, so that's good. All right, I think that's about all I'm going to aim for today, and I'm going to get on with all the stuff that's on my list to do. So, if you got any suggestions of videos you would like to see or places you would like footage or pictures of, please feel free to comment or message me or something, and I'll do my best. It's warm here today, very, very warm out in the sun. It's about midday now, and it's definitely quite hot. Does not feel like it's going to be December soon at all. Alright, so see you guys tomorrow. Now I feel like I should tell you again, even when it's not raining, just how much I love this tree. This tree that turns pink, this beautiful pink. It makes these like they're kind of like filled up flower bud things when you get really close and you can have a look at them. Check that out. That's super cool, right? So it's not even leaves that are coming out of it.